I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim
Keeping
Porter?
people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about.
Unfiltered Trend, guys. Hi, my name is GB.
This is Elodie Boo.
Yes, you know what? We've been missing for a bit because Elodie was obviously away.
I was on holidays.
She really enjoyed herself. She was where?
I was in Guadeloupe.
Yeah, she had a great time, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully we'll get some footage to show you guys.
Please, I will put some footage on my YouTube, Elodie Boo. Please check it out soon.
Yeah, and I'll try to catch some of her footage so I can put some for the channel as well, so at least some of you can have a look. What I will say today, so many things happened in the previous month and even this month. Didi got arrested, and I think we talked about it already on a 300
previously.
On a 300 video.
Yeah.
And also he got refused bail 3 times, I think.
Yeah.
Is still fighting. Yeah,
it's still in jail now.
He's still
waiting for the court,
the bail hearing. I think he wants to do another bail appeal because he would love to actually come out, because his birthday is coming up on the 4th of November, and let's not forget there's Christmas as well. So he wants to come out. He wants to come out. There's Halloween.
He don't want to stay in, but however, apparently he's a dangerous guy. So
he's gonna miss Thanksgiving, he's gonna miss Halloween, he's gonna miss his birthday, he's gonna miss Christmas,
everything. I mean, like, at one point you have to pay for, you know,
when you do the crime, you do the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, hello.
Yeah. So now, you know what? So many things happen. So many people have opinions, and I think we also have opinions.
Yes.
There's Piers Morgan, who did a very fabulous job with
Jaguar.
There's Jaguar Wright on his show. I think he called a panel of people. Jaguar Wright was part of it. Vlad TV, the informant, the police informant of FBI.
That's for another show. This one is something else.
Yeah, there was a few people who had something to say, but us, we want to focus on Jaguar Wright because Beyonce and Jay-Z.
They call Piers Morgan.
They definitely contacted the lawyer. They lawyered up. So because they lawyered up, we want to find out what was the core issue. So we're gonna watch a little bit and find out and kind of give you our opinion. So we're gonna react on this video. Let's go.
Comment about this. Let's do it.
Let's see.
Diddy's downfall has sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry and beyond. The blast radius from the uncovering of his alleged offences could yet swallow many more powerful and famous figures. Diddy is accused of creating a criminal enterprise which engaged in sex trafficking, racketeering, kidnapping, bribery and forced labour. His lawyers say he'll fight the charges, but after the testimony you're about to hear, you'll be staggered he avoided the attention of law enforcement for so long. I'll speak to a lawyer, a whistleblower and an insider for an uncensored insight into the showbiz scandal of a generation. And Jaguar, I'm going to start with you. You've been called a whistleblower. You knew Sean Diddy Combs for a long time. You attended a number of his infamous parties. And in 2022, you made headlines after comments where you called him a sex trafficker. And in response, you were called crazy and jealous. Do you feel vindicated by the events of the last few weeks?
No, not at all. Because he's just the beginning. Until him and his cohorts are all held to account publicly and legally, the victims, they're not safe.
How bad was it?
That's what I care about. I care about the victims.
No, I understand. How bad was it, do you think, what was going on?
I'm going to tell you right now that me, as a woman who has been in the industry for over 30 years, I've been performing live since I was 13. My first handler was McKinley Horton. I come to find out 25 years later that a scar that was on his face with a very elaborate story he gave me was put there by a woman who he assaulted. To live through these things and hear your elders in the business, people like Patti LaBelle say, just avoid him, honey. And being taught to be just avoid him, honey. It's not good enough. Not when you live through these things, you're still suffering the PTSD created by all of this, and you're talking to a victim that's 20 years younger than you, and she's telling you the exact same thing that happened to you.
Right, there's been a lot of rumor mill about what has happened in the rap world. A lot of allegations that the misogyny in the lyrics clearly was based on a general misogyny towards women away from the music. And that clearly seems to have been borne out by these charges against Diddy, which if he's found guilty of all this, he's never coming out of prison. How dangerous do you think...
Thank God.
How dangerous do you think he is as a person?
I think he's one of the most dangerous people I've ever met. A lot of people have been questioning, well, she doesn't really know him. She has no knowledge of him. She doesn't have a picture with him.
So, it's a powerful introduction. Well done to Piers Morgan. So, what do you think?
Jaguar, she looks so nice. I just want to say that. Anyway. No, her skin is like, whatever.
It's glowing.
Yes, glowing. Like, I don't know.
Money is coming in.
Please. I mean, I think she have a lot to say again.
Yeah.
And I think she didn't say everything yet on camera. We heard already, but she have more, you know, to say about Diddy and Jay-Z and the other people who come up.
What I think about the whole Jaguar Wright situation, I mean, Piers Morgan is talking to Jaguar Wright, but what he said it's in the rap world. No, I think he made a big mistake saying that, because I think maybe it wasn't a mistake. Maybe he's trying to just point the finger to the black people. It's not just black men who were involved in such crime. It's not about even rap, because it's a Hollywood thing. It's a music industry thing. It's a movie industry thing. It's a TV series, it's a tele-reality. People are getting very much abused throughout, because there is upper echelons, there are people who are CEOs, there are people who are producers, and there's people with power. And when it comes to power, the energy is weird, because a lot of people, it's not just men, it's not just black men, there's also women involved. I think we should look at the whole industry instead of just pointing out the finger to black people. I think they're trying to push people under the bus, and it's only black artists who are pushed under the bus, and it's wrong.
I mean, I would say something about that also. I get your point, but we are the first one who say something about, I mean, that word, I would say, the culture, I would say. So yes, now it's Piers Morgan who will talk about it, but we'll be the first one talking about that before and pointing finger about what happened with those, I mean, the celebrity.
Yeah, I don't think we are the first one to point fingers. I think if you look in the movie industry, there was a lot of people within the Disney background, Disney children. A lot of Disney children come out to say that they were abused. Nickelodeon kids came out and say they were abused. And if we look even in the history of movies, a lot of actors and actresses came out with the Me Too movement, especially actresses. They all said, oh, me too, I've been abused, me too. And Harvey Weinstein, Epstein got in trouble. So I don't think it's us only. That's what I'm saying, that it's not just a black thing. And also, let's not forget Backstreet Boys. I'm sure you don't know that Backstreet Boys were abused as well.
No, I don't know.
Boom. And then they came out and say they were abused, they were starved money-wise, they were in bad deals all around. So just imagine being like a slave. Music industry is very exploitive industry, and movie industry is as exploitive as well. So That's my opinion. Piers Morgan is wrong for saying that it's just black.
I mean, you say the rap world. Didn't say really. I mean,
the rap world is just meaning black. It's trying to put it.
Yeah,
there.
we're not the only one, of course. I mean, other people also in the other industry, maybe in sport. Also, we heard in sport too.
Sports, yeah.
You know, like
yes,
yeah, I heard
thing.
some, you know, like abuse, like. But I don't think it's. I mean, it's not only the rap industry anyway. So it's other people too.
It's the whole
abuse
industry.
come everywhere. Can be in your family, whatever where you from. You know?
The music industry and the celebrity industry is kind of exploitive. So that's my point. That's the only thing I will go against him. Jaguar, she's been talking the truth. She's been saying the truth for years, but it's just a lot of people feel like, oh, she's crazy. Oh, she's talking too much. Oh, she should shut up. But everything that she said, I mean, most things that she said, not everything is right or truthful or whatever. Maybe some things, or she's added sauce on top or seasoning. Yeah, but what she said about Didi years ago, why is it not factual? What she said about Jay-Z, I've seen a few things about Jay-Z. I'm not saying that, anyway, allegedly, I will put allegedly. Well, I've seen a few things about Jay-Z that I feel like there's some sketchiness here and there, especially his relationship with Foxy Brown. His relationship with Foxy Brown is weird to me because Foxy was 14 when she met him. So obviously, they looked more than just friends.
Yeah,
that's
my opinion. Yeah, also the girl was presenting BET before.
Free was the older woman, but it's just the fact that he had power. Maybe she didn't. So, but at the same time that allegedly he was dating Free, he was dating Beyonce, or he made his relationship with Beyonce public. But to me, I will add more source. I would say allegedly because I don't know if it's factual, but I know that Jay-Z met Beyonce before she was 18. Definitely. I think he met her when she was 16 and he liked her from there, but he made it official at 18. I mean, to me, he moved quicker than her 18th birthday or 21st birthday. That's me.
I'm smarter than Claudia Jordan. I would never take a picture with the devil. Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years. He's been covered and protected by not only Clive Davis, but Lucian Grange. He was selected to be the demon that he is, to keep the culture in line so the industry could continue to rape it for all of its precious jewels. We have too many lost. The list of lost is ridiculous, and everyone knows Diddy was selected for this job. He's the Judas.
Do you think that if he's cornered in the way that he's been now, that he may start revealing things about other people?
He has no choice. His ego and his drug addiction won't allow him to do anything different. Anybody who thinks he's not going to talk is crazy. The simple fact that he's not saying more now only means that the people who have been protecting him all along, who put him in position to be such a horror to the Black community, still find value in him. He's got everybody on tape. They all know it. It's a mess.
For those who were never at these freak-off parties, what were they like?
See, this is the thing. Everything that I'm about to say to you is not my firsthand knowledge. It is my firsthand witness account experience. I was a sex worker. I was a dominatrix before I got my record deal. That's how I know how the dark world and the sex world and the entertainment world run hand in hand. That's why the movie Blink Twice is so important. Salute to Zoe Kravitz. The sex workers that I have worked with throughout the years and continue to work with even to this day have worn hidden cameras. I have my own tapes. I've seen what they do. The ritualistic behaviors, the drugging, putting girls in the suitcases, dumping them in alleyways. It's horrifying. And it's all done under the protection of, this is going to be paid off. There's another NDA. This is going to be, it's terrible.
It seems to have been something that a lot of people knew about, but people were simply too scared to talk about.
Everyone.
It sounded a little dark, but
It's a bit dark. I'm like,
it's a bit dark for real. Like for me, it was more about the fact that side of the music industry I had no knowledge of, especially when it comes to sex workers and things of that nature. For me, just imagine us who wanted to be part of the music industry, wanted to be the girls in videos. I do holla, holla, no.
Yeah,
but look at us now finding out that these girls were not even living a glamorous life.
they were suffering.
They were used and abused.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
That's
my
the
God.
thing, like,
Allegedly, but
maybe not all, but
not all.
Most of them, I would say.
yes, don't forget Superhead wrote a whole book.
Yeah, Karen Stefan. Yeah.
So I think she maybe felt like she was doing it as a woman who's like, oh, look at me, I'm sexual and I'm sensual and I was doing this to men. But I feel like it was the reverse. I feel like men were using her.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think she actually realized that that's what they just preyed on her and used her because they knew she thought it was normal. She thought it was cool.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think in the 90s was really, I'm not saying like now everything is all clear, but I feel like in the 90s everything was hiding. You know, you will see like men 25 going with girl of 16.
Yeah.
It's still going on, of course, but I feel like it was more normal at that time.
So the whole thing is dirty from the jump. It's really
I
just
feel like
it's
the
really
whole
dirty.
the industry is crazy. You know, especially if you want to, I don't know, be a star, be a singer.
Yes.
You know, you want to, you know, you have talent, so obviously you have to pass, you know, some people to in order to get at the top.
I think at the time it was hard for anybody to kind of live off their talents.
Yeah.
So they felt like, I need a deal. It wasn't back in the days, there's a YouTube,
You can do your thing
there's
more
a
by
TikTok,
yourself,
or I can produce myself. No, you need to pass through somebody, and I think that's when they preyed on you, because they knew there's so many people like you out there who are as desperate as you, or more desperate. So they know some people will do anything to get what they want. So
Anything, yeah, as long as they have the money and, you know.
yeah, some people will do anything in the sense that they will. Oh, if you say
They want to be successful.
exactly.
So
If they say, oh, sleep with 4 guys, some people will say, okay, cool. Whether it's men or
No big
women,
deal.
they'll be like, okay, because they want that deal. They want to be shiny.
but
They
now
want to
the
be
fact
the
they
next
were
star.
the fact they were doing it at the time, and now I think they realized that wasn't normal, so that's why maybe some of them talk also.
Yeah, some of them, it's not because
Because you live with that too also, I get that. But
some
like,
of them, I don't think they minded until things didn't work out for them.
You have to say that.
When things didn't work out, they were like,
Yeah, but I did this.
they used me. Oh la la, poof, I need to tell everybody. But it's kind of gone. But it's a good thing that at least we know it will protect other people and other kids. Honestly, it will protect other people.
especially that generation, yeah.
And sex workers, be safe out there. It's dangerous out here.
And every person that's sitting there trying to act surprised knows very well. The whole point of this, like Cat Williams said when he sat with Shay Shay earlier this year, the whole point of this is for them in a coordinated effort to pretend like none of it is real for the public's perception. But everyone knows what's going on, and it's been going on for years. It's been going on before Diddy. See, people keep looking at him like he's the Sputnik that came out of nowhere. This is someone who was designed to be what he is. We got to stop making ditties. And if we're going to do that, then we got to go back. We got to go back to even further the mentors of these people. Because Diddy was taught how to do what he does systematically. And Clive Davis has been his greatest teacher.
Look, Clive Davis is not here to respond to that. Jaguar,
Guess they're on vacation.
If this goes to court, Jaguar, do you think the world is going to be shocked by what comes out?
Oh, absolutely. I just don't know why they are. It's been happening in front of everyone's faces for decades. For decades.
How many victims?
What's the difference between me and Judy Garland? Social media.
How many victims?
There was none for her.
How many victims potentially do you think there could be?
Thousands. Thousands. I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I think people should really look into that more. I am friends with Albie Shore. I love him. I love his children. I knew Kim. We used to all hang out together at the Kit Kat Club back in the mid-90s when Diddy was first starting his reign. I watched that whole thing happen. And everything that Albert has been through, every attempt on his life that has been ignored by the authorities, it all leads back to Diddy. And everyone knows it. The wiretapping of the phones, putting air tag on children during visits. These are normal practices that these people do.
Jaguar, I've got to leave it there. I really appreciate you joining me. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
It's not, I mean, now it's Diddy on the news, but it's before Diddy. So I think we need to understand how the industry works from the roots. So maybe something from the, I would say maybe 70 or 80 or even before.
I think it's from the 1900s. The even Metro Goldwyn, I forgot the name, Metro Goldwyn or Warner's Bros or whatever.
Okay.
From those beginnings, there was definitely exploitation of children. There was exploitation of some men were sleeping with men, and I know Marlon Brando is definitely a guy who loves to sleep with men. He sleep with men, he sleep with women. So that I know. The industry has been dirty for a long time.
But the people like, why now?
But they only point to black people now, which is super annoying. I don't want them to just point to black people. Let's not forget, they said that Diddy was kind of groomed into the person he is now.
I've been shooting for that.
Prepared to target the black community, obviously the rap community. So who are the people on top of Diddy? Who did he start with? He started with Andrew Laurel.
I feel like if he did that, it's mean like someone did more or less the same thing to him, because basically you do think that they did to you, or even worse. So that's even before Diddy for sure.
Andrew Laurel is the person who employed Diddy. But he was the boss of Uptown Records.
Oh, okay.
Uptown Records is, let's say, the genesis of Diddy. When Diddy met, I think it was one guy, he's a fat guy, he's very handsome, Heavy D. He met Heavy D,
I know this one.
and Heavy D was the star of Uptown. I'm not gonna lie, he was just cute. It was so cute. And Heavy D was friends with Diddy, and that's how Diddy was like, you know what, if you're in Uptown, definitely, at the time he was a promoter, party promoter. So if you're in Uptown, this is my destiny. This is what I want to do. I organize parties, but I want to be involved with the music industry. So Heavy D introduced Diddy to Andrew Laurel, and Andrew Laurel and Diddy became weirdly close. That's how you know that Andrew Laurel definitely had a relationship with Diddy, allegedly relationship. We can say mentor and protege, but nah, they were too close, man. Men doing this all the time, holding like this all the time, it's weird. And Andrew Laurel allegedly had a relationship with Clive Davis. That was Clive Davis' man or boyfriend or whatever, or toy boy. And he introduced Diddy to Clive Davis.
Okay, so that's the
and it's like the Trinity, you know what I mean? Yeah, and I think Andre Laurel lost Uptown when Diddy got involved with Clive Davis. And Clive Davis was like, okay, if Diddy is willing to Diddy bap, a man who has no talent whatsoever, Diddy is not a good dancer, he's not a good musician, he's not even a good producer.
Well,
he doesn't even produce anything.
But you sing.
He doesn't even rap good. He doesn't even sing good. Diddy, what?
But he never said he sing. He said like he's an entertainer. That's what he said.
That's real. He's an entertainer.
He's not a singer.
He's an entertainer. But the reality about Diddy is that Diddy had just an eye for talent. He could see, by example, if everybody could point out to a popular guy in the hood, oh, this guy is a very good rapper, check it out. And then he sees Biggie by example. If somebody pointed you to the right direction, it's not because he's talented, no. It's because he had a good eye and he had a good ear. That's it. So Diddy was groomed into the monster that he is. What do you think?
No. It's so unfortunate. I mean, as she was saying, the fact that it's our community, so I mean, it's still a bit personal type because it's people that we used to, I mean, listen more or less. Because even if I don't have no song from Diddy, but everyone know Biggie, or I mean, I don't know any group of musicians that he had before. So that's kind of like, wow, how those people, you know, did back then, you know?
Yeah.
How did they survive all that abuse, you know? That,
yeah,
you know.
it's awful to think of. Okay, and when it comes to Piers Morgan, he definitely had to come back with an apology because Beyonce and her husband were really upset.
Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves, but now they have. Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact, and we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview. Editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored. But, like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. And we apologise to Jay-Z and Beyonce.
About the comment that Jaguar...
That's crazy. We never heard them saying anything, but this time...
Beyonce is usually quiet. We say Beyonce is a witch. We say Beyonce is a mami wata. We say Beyonce...
Just because she doesn't speak.
Yeah. No, she's a mami wata in the sense that, you know, she does a lot of things in like she's a spirit or whatever. It's weird. She has a religion. Beyonce is a loom. There's so many theories about Beyonce. People say a lot about her, but the thing is, she never responds. They talk about Blue Ivy, they talk about everybody. She never responds. But this time it's weird that she went out of her way to kind of censor Jaguar and Piers Morgan.
Maybe some show is coming out.
I feel like
that's the thing. Like I feel like we don't know nothing at the moment. We just know maybe 1% of it. And if we know more, we will be really surprised. The fact they're on the top also of the industry also.
Yep.
So you feel like they're a bit untouchable. Untouchable was it?
Untouchable.
Untouchable. Sorry. So you feel like you can say nothing about them, but I mean, if the truth is coming out, the truth is coming out, and we have to accept it.
Yep. There's a lot of things that will maybe surprise us. They never responded when Diddy got arrested. They never responded when things or allegations were coming out. They never condemned anything either.
Yeah, knowing that they close to him,
best friend type.
Yeah. So. I mean,
where there's smoke, there's fire to me. But that's it. I think that's really our reaction. Jaguar Wright, is she kind of onto something? What do you think?
I think she's been talking for a while now. So for me, I mean, it's always a truth into that.
There's
so
definitely
of course,
truth somewhere.
It's just somewhere. Of course, maybe as you were saying, she had it up somewhere. I don't know, maybe forget about some, you know, some type of thing happened before, but is a truth into it, and we will see soon. I think the time will let us know really what's up, because Diddy is still behind bar, so it means something.
Yeah,
you know,
when she was talking, Diddy wasn't behind bars, so there are truth to where she is going. So the tapes are coming out, we will be shocked, because already they're shopping for the tapes right now. I know Diddy used to sell the tapes online in the black market, allegedly anyway, but we say allegedly, but it's inside the court case, inside the court papers. It's in the docs. So one thing I will know is, once the tapes are coming out, we will know who was involved with these. And that's where Beyonce and Jay-Z definitely don't want to be part of. And I understand why they're trying to erase and make their image as pristine as it can be.
Yeah, I feel like it's everyone in the industry was there, because everyone has something to say. Oh, I was in the party, blah blah blah. Didn't know. I mean, yeah, but you were there.
Yeah, a lot of people say there's back doors in the party. There's always a back door somewhere. Now, I don't worship nobody.
I don't.
I don't follow nobody. If you go on my social media, you'll know.
I mean, I do have followers, but I don't care about celebrities thing. Like,
yeah,
because what they do, trust me, you'll be surprised.
Yeah, we talk about it because it's entertainment.
But the thing is,
I think we can wrap up the video. What we will do is put footages of what Jay-Z and Beyonce were not happy about, so you can have a look for yourself and find out.
Yes.
So that's it, really.
Well, thank you again, guys.
Thank you.
That was Unfiltered Trend.
Yes, we are still definitely watching for the news, and let's see what comes up next.
Yes.
Yeah,
thank you again. So that was Elodie Boo and
Gblajolie. Thank you so much. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you for the next one. But there are news now, so
definitely, and we're here
very soon. All right, see you.